everybody. My name is Natalie Clark, and I am the marketing manager here at Distributor Central. And today I'm going to piggyback off of Alex's webinar from earlier this week on how to activate the virtual design tool and take it a little step further and show you guys how you can use the designer tool to set up custom products to be able to be used with the design tool. So for example, today's example that I'm going to use is I've already set up the website and I've already added the preferences and enabled the designer tool, and I'm creating a company store for a realtor company or a realty company. And so that's what I'm going to be using today as my examples. And they are custom product. I've already loaded some custom products that I've copied from products that are already in our database from suppliers. So if you're not familiar with how to add custom products, we have some webinars. If you go to our website, we have some previous webinars that go over how to add custom products. It tells you how to add them manually, how to copy them from existing supplier products. But if you go to our website and you go to resources, training videos, come on, load. They should be loading here. Let's see. Let me switch. I'm in an incognito window just to make sure that nothing like caches and any issues I have. Let me go back over here. Central resources, training videos. Okay, so if you go there, this is going to show all of our past webinars, and we actually have under recently added, here's the one that Alex did in case y'all missed that this week, introduction to the virtual and product designer tool. And then we also have this creating custom products for your websites and company stores. That's going to give you the background information you need on doing the product setup that I've already done. Also, throughout the webinar, if anybody has any questions, feel free to put those in the questions, and then at the end, I'll go through those and we can answer those. This is also being recorded, so it will be automatically sent out to you guys tomorrow around the same time. And then another good place that I like to always start off with is we also have help.distributorcentral.com. And you can also, here you can find like individual small help documents. We actually have some on the design tool, how to use the design tool with hard goods and how to use it with paper products, which I'm going to show you in this webinar, but I just wanted to let you guys know that we also have the help doc on that with step-by-step instructions. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So I'm logged into my Distributor Central account, and I already have my child account created. And then, so in order for the products to work with the designer tool, the images, you must have images that don't already have a logo on them. So it's got to be the blank product. The other thing too is if for some reason if maybe you're setting up a product to where they can select different colors of the item. So maybe you have Stadium Cup and you've got a blue one and you've got a red one and a white one they can choose from. That you have to have all three of those colors as blank images, and they have to be the same size, the same placement, in order to make the designer tool work effectively with that. So I'm going to kind of show you real quick. I first I went and I kind of found some products that I thought was good for a realtor site, or some of the things that I see a lot, and I added some things to a list. And then from there, I went ahead and I added one of these. Let's see. The first thing I did is I figured out my products that I wanted to put on the site. So then I opened up the products in Distributor Central, and I have to get those blank images that I'm going to use. So I pulled the product up and I looked to find the colors. In this case, the website I created, their logo colors are like a navy, a yellow, and like a cyan color. So I took the yellow, I selected that, and then I right-clicked and I saved this image. And I just created a folder for product blank images, and I saved, I changed the name so I knew what it was when I went to go load it, and I saved it in here. Then I also did the white one. I selected the white and I right-clicked and I saved the image. And so all of the items that I was going to use, that's what I went and I found the color that I wanted, and I saved that blank image. And it made it a lot easier whenever I could just use suppliers' products that are already in the system and that they already have those blank images. So then once I had all those images, I went into my child account, going to account, child accounts, and log in. Product list. So I've already added a few products here. I did the Stadium Cup, and then I did a tumbler, and I did a pin, and then I have a business card so that I can show you guys how to do the paper setup. And how I did that, I'll just do real quick. I went to Advanced Features, Copy Supplier Product, and I put the supplier in. So for the cup, it was Leprechaun, and then the item number S16C. And then if there's a style number associated with it, you put that there. And then you, since I only wanted certain colors, I didn't have it pull in the product images. And I didn't pull in all this extra information because in my setup, I've already chosen the colors that I want, and my pricing is already going to be with the decorated pricing. I'm going to have everything set up to where they don't have to pick any of those things to make it as easy as possible for those end users to place those orders. And so once I hit submit, then it went ahead and it copied it into my product list. And then from there, so that was the Stadium Cup. So then once it's in there, I went to edit. And then I kind of went through this stuff. In this case, I'm doing a yellow and I'm doing a white, and I'm going to have them set up as two different products rather than the same product. So I'm going to use the style number, and I changed the style number to yellow whenever I was doing this. And then I saved that. And then I went to images, and then this is where I added my yellow image, and I added the white just because I'm going to show you guys how to copy it and create the different colors if you want to do it the way that, as like styles, to where it's just not one product, but they would be able to see both products. So I added those images in. You can put an image that has a logo already here because you're actually in the designer, you're going to set the logo that actually would, where they can pick a different logo. But that's up to you. I've already done my pricing. So now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit designer. This is a feature that we have to activate. If your account has not already been upgraded to have all of the features that we used to offer in the Pro, now we offer it to everybody at no charge. If you don't see that, designer tab, just contact support at info@distributorcentral.com and say that you need the designer tool activated in your account, and we will get that activated so then you're able, to use this tool. So once you're in the designer, you need to add the image. And to do that, you hit add backgrounds. And then you go and you choose that blank background image. So it's going to load that in there. And if you're setting it up to where it's just one item and they choose between their color, you can add multiple background images. So you could go ahead and add the white one to where whenever they're in the process of ordering the item and they get to the checkout area, it gives them to where they can choose what background they want to see their logo on. Okay, so now that I have that, then you hit this back, and then now I need to add the logo block. So I'm going to hit add logo block. It's going to automatically just add, ours as default, but once it goes to the website, it's going to load up whatever logo you've set up or whatever logo if you allow them to add their logo on the site themselves. So you can play with the size based off of what the imprint area is from the supplier. And then if for some reason maybe it was a pin or something, like you can rotate and you can use the size and the position things here, but for me it's just easy to be a visual and kind of eyeball it. It's not going to be perfect anyway. This is just kind of a virtual look at what it's going to look like with the logo. So I've added that logo spot, and then I just hit the save. And so that's it. If you're just wanting to allow them to upload the logo on the product, that's really all you have to do in the design tool. And you just hit save product design. And then I'm going to go back to product. And then I'm going to go back here, add edit products. And so now I need to create, now that I've set that up, but I also want to offer this in white. Now all I have to do is hit add similar, change this yellow to white in the style number, hit save, go and change my image so that white is the main image. And then now go to the designer, go back to add background, delete that yellow one, add in the white one, and then save it. It keeps that logo and everything. Any of the variables that you put on there, it keeps that whenever you go and you add similar products. So it kind of makes it a little quicker if you have different color options of the same product. So I'll go back to product. So then I also have this tumbler here. I'll go to edit. I loaded the image that they had just to kind of show, that it came with a box, and then I did the blank image for what I'm using. I'm going to go to the designer tool, add my background. Choose that image. And then I'm going to add my logo block. Save. If you had an item that allowed for personalization, like to maybe put their name or something, you can do that here too, by add text block. And so it has sample text. You'll click on that and then you'll put your input there. And in this case, if you want them to be able to put their name, there's these string variables here that you could do the first name, space, last name, or if you wanted to allow them to put their company name, you could do that. And then we want to center it. And then there is some fonts already loaded in here that you can go through and choose. Oh, we don't want that one. Let's do. And then you can change the font size. There's a lot of different, the color. So if you wanted it to try, we'll just leave that black. But you can change that, the opacity. You can rotate things. It gives you a lot of different options there. So we can save that. Save product design. Back. Okay, let me go ahead and add. So here's a pin that I've already added. Go to the designer. Add my background. And then add my logo block. And we gotta rotate that. And so you can adjust that, to fit wherever the imprint is, the best you can for however the supplier has the imprint options. And then save. Go back here. Okay, so now that's how you do all, like that's basically how to do the hard goods to set up for the product design tool. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to do more like paper products, business cards, or maybe some postcards or something that you'd want to use with this. In this case, I copied a TradeNet business card magnet, and that's what I'm going to use as my base. So I'm going to edit. Let's see, images. In this case, obviously I wanted it to be their business card. So there's the front of the business card, and then there's the back of the business card, which the back of the business card is what I'm going to allow so that different realtors can go and order their cards on this website. And so we're going to set it up to where they can have the ability to add their headshot, their name, their title, and their all their contact information. So I went ahead and uploaded it showing the information for the main image. But then when we go into the designer, I had to have, let's see, I had to have one where those variables were gone. So it was just the background. So I'm going to choose that. And so then now here is where I add those variables. To get that to allow them to add their picture, you do this add user image block. And then for the name, it's going to be a text block. And this is where I'll use those string variables, because if they go to the website and they're logged in, it should auto-populate their information if you use the variables versus just, you know, having it say insert name here. This will help it so it auto-populates if they have an account on that website and they're logged in to their account. Okay, so we got first name, last name. Change this. Make that as long as I can for long names. Change the color. We'll do like a navy color. And then I'll do it again, add text block. And in this case, this is going to be a custom block since there's not a title here. So we'll do, no, I'm just going to do title. Okay, then we want to change this to match that other font, but I don't want it to be bold. Change the font color. And save that. And then now I will add another text block for the address information. Oh, where did it go? There it is. I go down here and use those. Address. Oh, wait, I want state to be up there. City, state. Zip. And then email. Phone. Okay, change this to that same font. Save that. I'm gonna hit save product design. And so now I have it to where whenever they go to the site and they pull this product up, it's going to allow them to customize that information. And it actually, it saves that file. So if you really wanted, you could use that file to then go to print, as long as you know, you have everything, the margins and everything set correctly for printing. So basically that is setting up the products. Now we've got to add all those products to a list, so then we can add that list to the website. And so you can do that here in your child account by going to products, advanced features. Actually, let me go back here and make sure. Okay. Advanced features, and then you go to product list manager. I'm going to hit add new list, and I'm going to name it Great Homes. And now here I hit edit products, and I go and I select those products that I want for that list. Hit save. Now I got to go back to my main account to be able to add them to the website. So hit switch accounts, websites, hosting manager. I've already created the site. I'm going to show you real quick some of the things that I did with setting up the product designer, which enabling the product designer within the website. If you watched Alex's, you should know how to do that. Otherwise, go back and watch that for that background information. But what I did here is, because some of those items, based off of what color they are, it may work better with a full color logo, a white logo, you know, the dark logo, or maybe it needs to be a horizontal, for example, the pins. So I went ahead and I preloaded those, all of those logos, by just hitting this add logo. Let's see, horizontal. I picked the logo, and so then that automatically loads those. Oh wait, I already had the white one. I'm gonna add the dark one, horizontal dark. Okay, and so then here, this is what is enabling those variables to show up within the designer. And they actually have the ability on the website. You might have to do a little training, but on the website, there's a little gear. And if they hit that gear, they can automatically fill in all of that stuff once within that gear. And it's going to apply to all of those products that you've made those variables available on. Another thing here too is on the logo. You can actually choose which one you want it to default to whenever they go to the website, so that that logo automatically populates on the products. I went ahead and I just chose the white one, but that's going to automatically show that logo on all of those products that we created. And then the other thing that I have to do here is, because I had that title that was not one of these main options that are already embedded in there, I need to enable a custom field, and I'll put title, and then I'm going to name it title. So this is the default value that it's going to show, you know, whenever they pull it up, if they haven't put that information in, but then this is what you name it. So I'm going to save that. Back to website. So now I've got to add that list. So under product collections, I hit manage, add collection. Then I hit add filter, product list, Great Homes, save. I'm going to publish that. And so then now I can preview it. And so there's those items with that logo that I had chosen, but they can go and they can change the logo once they pull that up. This is the little thing that I was talking about. They can pull that up and they can go ahead and put all of their information in there. And they could upload their image. Let's see. Not sure if I have a headshot anywhere. Might have one of Tiffany. No. I'll just use this one. Okay, let's see here. For some reason, it's not pulling that image in. Let's see. Let's see if it does it once you actually order it. Okay, so this website is not set up for ordering. Let me go change those preferences real quick. Allow customers. Let's see, display. Let's get that. Display order button. It's got that. Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure why it's not showing the cart because the cart's activated. Let me use a different template real quick. Add a website. Let's see here. Okay, let's try this again with this one and see. I'm gonna add that list. Okay, preview. Okay, let's see here. Oh, okay, I see. It's got the call for pricing. So whenever I set this business card up, I must have not set up pricing in my fulfillment account. Well, that's why that's not showing up. Let's go. Sorry about that. Again. But you guys got a quick overview of how to activate the virtual designer in case you missed Alex's thing on Tuesday. Okay, edit. I'm just gonna put one thing in there real quick just so it will start showing up. Make sure this. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, now let's go back. Refresh this. Okay. So when they order it, it actually shows them in here also. Upload user image. And so they can see that here. I'll have to check and see why it wouldn't pre-populate once I added that using that little icon. And then I can add that in the follow-up once I figure out if it just doesn't do it there and maybe you have to do it when you're actually ordering, or if maybe there's a bug or something. But I'll check into that because it should have populated that whenever I had added it in on that other site. I noticed it did that same thing. So. Let's go back to these products. The other thing too, let's see, pull this up. Wanted to show you. Let me get back into that other site that I was working in. Okay. Still. Close. Okay, so it's also normally because I preloaded those logos. Manage. Oh wait, where am I going here? Product designer, that's what I need. Because I had preloaded those, it should only allow them to select those logos. For some reason, maybe if I hit none here, let's try. Fresh. Yeah, there's a way to make it to where they can only choose from those logos. I'm not sure if I've missed a step. I can also add that in the follow-up. I'll follow up on that and see if that's user error or if there's something going on with the tool. See here. But they can switch out that image. So see, like for the pin, it changed it. They can do it within the ordering on individual products, or overall if they want to see a different one, they could do it here. But like I said, whenever I was testing this out and I was preloading those logos, I had it set up to where they could only choose from the ones that are there, but for some reason it's not doing that on here. So I'll have to figure out why that's not working, what step I might have missed, and I'll get back. That's pretty much all I had to cover today. I'm gonna check the questions and go through any questions that came up. So somebody asked how to use the child account. As I'd mentioned before, we have those previous webinars. If you go to distributorcentral.com, go to resources, training videos. And you'll want to watch the one on creating custom products for websites and company stores. Also, you can go to help.distributorcentral.com. You can type in child account, and we have a help doc on how to create a child account. There's probably one on, so for custom products, it's a fulfillment child account. And so we even have one on how to make the fulfillment account. So it says, will the customer have the ability to change the font? They will not. Whatever font you choose whenever you're setting it up is what font that it's going to use. And currently, only those fonts that are already preloaded in there are available for you to use. If you have a big customer that maybe you are going to be doing a lot of stuff for and they have certain brand fonts, you can request, we can put in a request to see if development can add those fonts, but they would have to be web fonts. And there's no guarantee that they will, but they did say, because I brought that up before I did the webinar, the fact that some might need a font. If you're truly like seriously setting up a site for a good big client and you need those fonts, just you can request those and we can try to push those in there. So what kind of file is produced by the designer? It creates a PDF. And as far as the print specifications, there's really not a whole lot you can do on there. If you go to our help document, it has a little bit more information on the paper. Let's see here, designer. the paper products, where it does tell you how you can create a template for, like, if you want to show them your margins, your bleed margins, your print, where they can have their information. You can add templates in there. If you need more help and more information on that, then we can help you and put together some information, more direction on that. But this help document for how to use the design tool paper products actually talks about creating the template to be able to have those print margins. Because I know TradeNet, they use this on the supplier side. So you can see in here where they have those margins. And you can have it so, whenever they design, they're able to know what those margins are. It says, can all products be used by the designer? You can set up any of the products to work with the designer, doing what I did, as long as you have the blank images, and the images, if you're using multiple colors or there's multiple images within one product, they have to be the same size. Okay, is there any more questions? I think that I went through all and answered all the questions that have came in. So if anybody has any more questions, I'll leave that open for a little bit. Otherwise, thank you guys for joining me today. This will be sent out to everybody. The recording will be sent out tomorrow. And then if anybody has any questions or needs any additional help, you can always contact us at info@distributorcentral.com. And then if you need to contact us via phone, if you're logged into your Distributor Central account, you go down to the very bottom, there's our phone number, and there is our support email. Support phone is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time. Once again, thank you everybody for joining me today. I hope you got something out of this, and have a great day.